Hey everyone, it's Mike from Mike Olson Art. I hope everyone's having a great day today. As usual, thank you guys so very much for taking the time out of your day to drop in here and hear me talk a little bit more about some of the card art projects that I've been working on. I got a really fun project that I want to share with you guys this week. We're going to be looking at card number 24 from series number 3. And this card is just a really fun project from a longtime client. This client has been with me for quite a while now. They've commissioned quite a few cards, and what I love most about this person is that 90% of the cards they commission from me are intended as gifts for somebody else. Now I love when you guys want to do a card to add to your own collection, but I especially love it when you guys want to surprise a fellow collector or a friend or a family member with a really unique handmade card. And I especially love when the person you're giving it to has never seen my work before. So I kind of hope that they open these up and are like, wow, what is this? Where did this come from? I hope that you really get to surprise some people with some of these cards. But so that's a really fun part of this one, is that it's intended as a gift for somebody. And this card is special because we were able to add a lot of story to this card. I know if you've followed me before, I've mentioned it quite a few times. I love wrapping a story around some of these unique card designs. We're not able to do it as much when we recreate a card, that already exists. Those cards already have a history. Those cards already have a story behind them. But when we, do a card like we're going to see today, a card that never existed, a card that we just kind of created ourselves, those give us the opportunity to kind of weave a story throughout. And that's what we did with this card. And in a couple minutes, we're going to talk a lot about what went into this card and why. But before all that, why don't we just take a look at what we came up with? Our 1974 Derek Jeter card. All right, so this is our 1974 Derek Jeter card. Obviously Derek did not play in 1974, so there's a big reason why we decided to actually use this card design date. But like I said, there's a lot that went into this one, so why don't we just dive right in and take a closer look. All right, guys, so here is our custom-made 1974 Derek Jeter card. Like I said, really fun project that's going to be a gift for somebody that actually works on the board of directors at their company with Derek Jeter. So really exciting that the person that's getting this card actually knows Derek. So I'd love to hear how this one's going to turn out. But for now, really cool gift. And this one really started right here with this image. I will drop in a photo here of the image that this client actually sent me, because that's where this all started, is this photo. And the more I dug into this photo, the more I started to learn about when this photo was taken. And this photo was actually taken the day that Derek Jeter broke Lou Gehrig's record for hits at Yankee Stadium. And this is Derek's 1,207th hit at Yankee Stadium, and he broke Lou Gehrig's record that day. And that's what I learned trying to figure out, where this photo came from. And that gave me the idea of, just the longevity of Derek's career and what it took to get to that moment. And I started to think about Derek's birthday, and I found out that Derek was born in 1974. And that right there made me look into 1974 tops. So I decided that that's how we were going to do the design of this card front. Derek's birthday, 1974 tops. And I decided to take the photo, and I only wanted to color in Derek. I tried to leave a lot of the background as grayscale. I tried to make sure I didn't put any names of products or any of the advertising back here, other than just kind of general shapes of where it was. I wanted the focus truly just to be on this moment with Derek right here. And this also gave me the opportunity to do what I love doing, which is crossing one of the borderlines. Derek's helmet raise after he, broke that record. I was able to kind of put it up over this line, and I love, love, love when I can do that with a card. So, so that's kind of the reasoning behind why we went with the 1974 design. And that's going to tie us into the back of the card a little bit. Here is our card back. Normally, this is where you would see the player's name and some of the player's stats, but, going back and forth with this client, we decided to kind of go in a different direction with this one, and I suggested that maybe we make the story about this card more about, how long it took Derek to break that record. So when I did the math, from Derek's birthday until the day that he broke that record was 12,501 days. So I've got a little bit of a story here about, the days between Derek's birthday and the day that he, broke Lou Gehrig's record over here. And client loved it. We decided that that's what we were going to go ahead and do. And the client also asked, since we were kind of focusing on, the records that Derek had as a Yankee, he asked if we could throw in a couple of records here that kind of highlight Derek's, amazing records within the Yankees. Derek is the leader as a Yankee in hits, doubles, at-bats, stolen bases, and games played. Now, there's a chance in the future that those records are going to be broken at some point, but right now, Derek's the one that is the record holder in all those categories. I asked the client, I know that you're going to give this to somebody that knows Derek. Is there a chance that you guys want to have the autograph box on there? So they said yes. So I managed to pack that in with all this other information. So Derek will be able to sign this if for some reason this gets in front of him. But that's how our card back ties in to our card front. This is a birthday card that kind of says a little bit more just because of that record that Derek broke. But, like I said, this one started with just one photograph that the, client really loved. And it turned into this really cool story that's, more than just a photo. It really tells, a lot about the man, that's responsible for all those records. So just really, really cool story wrapped up in this one. All right, guys, so that is the story behind our custom handmade 1974 Derek Jeter card. Like I said, this was such a fun project, such a great client, and I really hope the recipient absolutely loves this card as much as I loved working on it. So thank you so much for the opportunity. All right, guys, this is the point of the video where I say there's no card that we can't make. And I'm dead serious. There's always a way to make the card that you're dreaming of. And this card's a great example. But this card's also a great example of you don't have to have everything figured out when you get in touch with me. This client, they had one photo. And from that one photo, we were able to turn that into, the card that we have here that has a really cool story behind it. So don't, feel like you have to have it all figured out when you approach me about a card. The back and forth between us is part of the fun, and that's how we get to, the cards that you see here. A lot of the time, it's the process that ends up, turning into these really cool cards. So, don't stress yourself out thinking that it's all has to be figured out at the beginning, because a lot of the times they're not. On the other hand, if you guys have a completely realized idea, like one of the cards we're going to see really shortly, that works too. Point is, either way, whether you have a scrap of an idea or whether you have a fully realized idea, I'd love to be the hands that kind of take your idea to the finish line. So thank you guys. I always love being able to talk to you guys about these card projects, and I hope to talk to you soon. You can reach me here on Instagram, send me a DM, or you can head over to mikeolsonart.com and you can reach me there. But either way, I'd love to talk. Thank you guys so much, and I'll talk to you again soon. Bye.